Hello, hello! My name is Callista, and welcome back to Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair. In the last episode, Hajime completed the Truth Edition of Twilight Syndrome Murder Case. He now knows what happened on all 4 days, and he also knows that all of the main cast, bar one, were people that he'd met before. We're going to question them, so I want to save Hiyoko till last. I think she's going to be the most interesting, so... Hey, Ibuki, can I ask you something?
Why, you?
Bring it on! Have you played Twilight Syndrome Murder Case?
Oh.
Well, that's a computer game, right? I'm basically awful at those things.
Guitar!
Ibuki's a tough girl, so I don't touch anything powered by electricity except electric guitars. I'm pretty sure that's a lie, but now's not the time to really dwell on something like that. Her unique tone and hyper energy, there was a character like that in the game too. Let me ask you one more thing. What's the relationship between you and Mahiru? No, I don't mean that in a perverted way. Girl, if you had a crush on her, you could do so much better. Just saying, Mahiru's personality was fucked. You would deserve better than her, Ibuki. Huh? You mean that in a perverted way? No, in a normal way.
Oh.
Well, even if you ask me that, Ibuki's encounter with Mahiru was...
Oh!
When I asked Mahiru this morning to go to the beach with us, she made this real disappointing face. A disappointing face?
I see.
Yeah, but disappointment varies depending on the person. Ibuki associates it with department store rooftops. Let's stay focused on Mahiru.
That's totally it!
It turns out, Mahiru had some business too, and she wanted to invite me to that instead. She said something like, I was thinking about meeting with everyone, but if you already have plans... do you know what she meant by everyone?
Aww.
Nope, I didn't ask. I see. Mahiru invited Ibuki? Why? Because she wanted to see if they could remember it. I think she must have beaten the game, saw that she was a cast member, maybe recognized her own behavior, and thought, oh, I need to get us all together because this... 1, we can't remember it. 2, we helped cover up a murder? What the fuck? Mahiru invited Ibuki? Why? Mikan? Hey, do you have a minute? There's something I wanted to ask you. Have you played Twilight Syndrome Murder Case, Mikan? No, since we said we weren't going to play that game. Also, I'm not really good at video games. I'm pretty slow, and I panic instantly. Her timid tone. I'm pretty sure that girl A... let's try that again. Her timid tone. I'm pretty sure the girl A character was like that too.
Hey.
Anyway, can you tell me about your relationship with Mahiru? Relationship with Mahiru?
Well...
I first met her, when we first gathered at the classroom with everyone else. And after arriving at the island, I did have a few conversations with her, but... Oh, can it be? Did Mahiru hate me? That's definitely it. She hated me. She doesn't know anything. No, it's more like she doesn't remember anything. But even though she hated me, for her to actually invite me, she must have been a really kind person. Invite? Mahiru invited me this morning. This morning? She looked very serious, and she was wondering if we could all meet up so she could discuss something. But I already had plans to go to the beach, so I had to decline because I needed to prepare for that. And when I did, she made this lovely face and said that she'll reschedule for another day. But if only I went with her, this wouldn't have happened. Mahiru invited Mikan? Why? Hajime, can you not figure it out?
I see.
I haven't spoken to Hiyoko. Excuse you? I see. Looks like we've obtained some pretty valuable testimonies based on that. It seems like Mahiru also beat that game. Why? Why do you know that? 'Cause he persuaded her to try it.
You don't know?
If she hadn't, she wouldn't have chosen these people to talk to. Because she beat the game, she talked to the people who appeared in that game. Just like what we're doing right now.
But still.
But in her case, it was much more serious, probably. I mean, she was forced to learn that she was involved in that game.
That's true.
But I'm surprised. I never thought Mahiru would play that game.
Someone persuaded her to, because a couple of someones placed him in a prime opportunity to manipulate people. It's true, that was unexpected. Nagito, didn't you tempt her into playing that game?
Huh?
Though to be fair, I'm trying to think back to what she said. She said she had business. He said she had business. If he didn't convince her to play the game, then I think he must have convinced her to try to meet up with everyone. Huh? What? I remember. Anyway, what happened to Mahiru? Did she leave saying she had some business to take care of? Huh? Why do you know that? Wait, you tempted her, right? Just like you did to me.
How mean.
Tempt? That's a rude thing to say.
No, that's wrong.
That's disrespectful towards Mahiru.
Isn't that right?
There's no way her feelings would change just because a useless guy like me tempted her. At that time, she was already considering giving that game a try. All I did was give her a little push.
It's obvious.
That's all it was. What the heck?
Well...
But more importantly, isn't it better if we listen to what she has to say? She's being quiet as ever. What? I'm counting on you, Hiyoko.
Hey.
If Mahiru spoke to everyone who appeared in the game, she should have talked to you too, right? Well, Hiyoko? You're lying, my dear. You're lying because you saw the body and you... Oh, you're doing just like you did when you found Fuyuhiko's sister. We shouldn't let it be known that we were the first ones to find the body. We should lie. Hiyoko hasn't changed. Yeah, she never talked to me at all.
That's weird.
Man, what a surprise. I didn't expect you to ask me such an easy question.
Bye!
So, I'm just gonna go back to my cottage now.
Hey, Hiyoko! Ignoring my voice, Hiyoko ran away as though she were avoiding me. You can't avoid me at the class trial, Hiyoko. You can't avoid me there. Looks like it's okay to say she ran away. Yeah, she's clearly suspicious. That's pretty much decided. Decided?
Now then.
Regardless, it looks like we're finished here, so why don't we part ways for now? There's still something I need to investigate.
Bye now.
I'll see you again later. Hey! What the heck is his problem? Even his exit was pushy. Chiaki, what should we do? Should we go back to the scene of the crime one more time and investigate?
It's very important to investigate the scene of the crime, but let's go over to Mahiru's cottage first.
Mahiru's cottage?
If she beat that game, it's best if we investigate there, I think.
See?
She might have that.
Oh, the ending prize. If that's the case, I'll go with you. You're okay with that, right? That's your cue to say yes. She doesn't have to say yes if she doesn't want to, Hajime. Anything?
What happened?
Okay.
We need to go to Mahiru's cottage. I don't want there to be any detours, so let's hurry up and go.
Yep. I'm good with that. And run, Hajime. Move those legs. Oh, I feel like we're... I don't feel like the investigation phase is going to go on for much longer. So I don't know if we're going to get to the trial this episode. But, ooh. I'm excited. I'm very excited for this one. I've really liked this trial, this case. I especially like the motive. I think that was a really cool way of doing it. The door looks unlocked.
Phew!
Moving after you're told would be... What? I'm sorry, my brain just noped out of that. What? Moving after you're told would be too third-rate, so I made sure to be one step ahead. He unlocked the door in case anyone wanted to investigate inside. Okay. However, removing what's inside is a huge no-no. There are others who want to investigate too. Huh? I guess I should go inside. I see you there. I see you looking through the window behind the TV. Compared to my room, the cottage had a somewhat pleasant smell wafting throughout the room. That proves... What? That's fucking weird. There's a nice smell. Mahiru was here. What do you... That... I get the idea is probably like, oh, it's perfume or something, and, you know, boys are naturally smelly, so, I assume it's going for that, but I read that in such a weird way, like, a pleasant smell. Mahiru. Like, that's how I read that. I think that's weird. And there are plenty of guys who smell nice. It's such an odd stereotype. That proves Mahiru was here. But she's not coming back. Thank God.
Then I should...
See?
What? Okay. What?
Try looking for a naughty book.
Why?
Yep.
Now, I was only kidding.
Kidding. Are you that kind of person? Jeez, well, at least I don't feel nervous anymore. Wait, could that be the reason she said that?
See?
But it looks like we don't need to search for it. Check out that thing on top of the bed.
on top of the bed? Yeah, I will. I will, but first...
No.
Hey, nice. And I'm pretty sure that should be all 5 of the surfboard Monokumas. That's the thing. I'm kind of inclined to look around the room. There's a shower room past this point. Even though I'm investigating, it feels awkward to go in there. Looks like there's no clues either. These photos, Mahiru must have taken them. She probably developed them at the supermarket. Even in this situation, there's a lot of photos of smiling people. Is that because of her personality? No, that absolutely was not because of her personality, because her personality was shit-fucked. Just like my cottage, it has an open design that evokes a feeling of tropical relaxation. There's not much that catches my eye. Okay, and I think... Oh, we have under the bed. It's a normal bed. Nothing much here.
See?
Excuse me, let me look around. I can see it. I've got eyes. Also, my voice is cracking. 1 second. There we go.
What you're looking for is on top of the bed. Look closely.
Yeah, I can see it just fine. Here's the thing, though. Hiyoko was the first one we saw carrying it. I would assume he played it first, got it, I think I know what's in there. It's gotta be the photo. It's gotta be either one or multiple photos, because Mahiru was constantly taking photos of that time. That'd be the only way to prove it. With photos of people that you could see and recognize, not pixelated graphics. There's an envelope on top of the bed.
Hey.
Fuck, I had a point. What I was gonna say is that I think Hiyoko played it first, he got it, and then I think maybe he sent one or more of them to Mahiru as basically a way of saying, hey, I know what you did. I know what you did, bitch.
Could it be? This might be it. The ending prize Monokuma gave to the first person who beat that game. What's inside the envelope?
Let's find out. I turned over the envelope, and what came falling out was a few photos.
This photo.
That's the one from the beginning, where they were waiting. This is a photo of Mikan, Ibuki, and Hiyoko in what appears to be some sort of entrance hall. It's just like that game.
Yep.
There was a similar scenario during the first day in Twilight's True Edition. Girl B was in a bad mood because Girl A was late, and Girl D tried to cheer her up by taking her picture.
Is this the photo she took? Entrance hall photo has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook.
Look at this photo too.
Yep, it's the vase with the flowers. A broken vase?
Is that the same photo Girl D showed Girl E on the third day?
As I recall, a broken vase was in the classroom next to the music hall. Oh, music room, excuse me. I'm gonna just redo that line. As I recall, a broken vase was in the classroom next to the music room. Broken vase photo has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. I'm sorry for all the tongue fumbles. I'm overheating a wee bit. Let me just take off my cardigan. There we go.
But still,
But this photo is more shocking.
As Chiaki showed the photo to me, I was stunned into silence. Yeah. Blonde hair and the same rosy cheeks as Hiyoko. That is 100% his sister, has to be. Huh?
This is an actual photo of a dead body. Since there's a piano behind the body, it looks like it's in the music room. If that's the case, could this be the photo of the first victim?
You mean it's the victim of the murder that occurred on the first day?
oh,
Yeah, the one they blamed on a pervert.
High school girl's crime scene photo has been added to the truth bullets section of your handbook.
And one more. This is the last photo.
Yeah, that's Sato, whoever she was.
This is probably the photo of Girl E after she got killed on the 4th day. I mean, it nearly matches her body in the game.
see?
Yeah, there's no mistake. This is a photo of Girl E.
Girl E's crime scene photo has been added to the truth bullets section of your handbook.
With that, we've finished looking at all the photos.
So, based on all these photos,
Yep.
Yeah, it seems pretty clear. This is the ending prize.
this is the ending prize for beating Twilight. And what's depicted in these photos proves that Twilight Syndrome Murder Case is based on an actual murder. Does that mean that stuff about our memories being stolen?
Huh?
Huh? What's this?
Is there something else?
See?
There's a note inside the envelope.
Yeah. It's not that Mahiru beat the game first, it's that Hiyoko did and he sent it to her because out of everyone, she was the most involved. She was the one who figured out that Girlie had done it and didn't do jack shit. Try playing Twilight Syndrome. After you get a game over, press down 5 times for the real game. Once you do, you should remember what you all did to my sister. We'll talk then. This note.
Wait. Time out.
Huh. Maybe the first person to beat the game and receive the ending prize wasn't Mahiru.
Someone else sent this to Mahiru. And that person is the one who actually received the ending prize. Mahiru wasn't just lured there by Nagito, she also received this envelope.
Yep.
And that's why she played that game, right?
Then the person who played this game first. This envelope looks very familiar. And the word sister written in this note. Based on these clues, I can't think of anyone other than him. Ending prize has been updated in your handbook. Check the truth bullets section to review it.
Hey.
Yep, I'm glad we came here to investigate. Because we did that, we discovered a very important clue.
Yeah, I agree. But there's still one thing left. We have to find out who actually killed Mahiru, but there's not much time left. I need to hurry. We have to go speak with Hiyoko. He's the last, you know, remaining... Oh, flippin' heck. I was gonna say he's the last remaining player in this. Hajime and Chiaki, what a coincidence. If something happens twice, third time's the charm, so they say. What coincidence? Are you a stalker or something?
Now.
Don't say that. I was just thinking about filling you in on the results of my investigation. Results? Did you find something?
Bow to me.
No, but I'll let you know if you drop to your knees and lick my shoes. Huh? Just kidding, I was joking. I think you would have liked it though if Hajime had done it. Not gonna lie, I do kind of ship them a little bit. It didn't sound like a joke to me.
Actually...
Well, it's about the footprints. The killer left their footprints in front of the beach house, right? Wrong, but go off. Did you find out whose footprints those are? If you want to know, I highly recommend you come to the beach house with me. With you? Of course you'll come with me, right? I don't trust him as far as I can throw him, but if I can get a clue... What are you going to do, Chiaki?
I'm going to try to talk to Hiyoko and see if he can tell me anything.
So
I'll leave this to you.
Yep.
Yeah, that's definitely a good idea. If someone like me tried to talk to him, it'd be impossible, but it might be different with a girl. Just be careful. Why would he get rough with her? Again, why would he get rough with her? Hiyoko talks a lot of shit, but we haven't seen any evidence of him hurting anyone physically. Then again, Actually, let me reword that. We haven't seen any evidence of him physically hurting anyone that hadn't done something wrong to him first. If he tried to hurt Mahiru, I'm not gonna lie, I think he is partially justified in that. She helped cover up the murder of his sister. She didn't say something mean to him or she was like, oh, Hiyoko, fuck you, blah, 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 blah. She actively helped in disguising the death of his sister whom he seems to love. If he decided, you know what, I'ma take you out, it's not right. I don't think we should kill people as revenge, but I do think that is understandable. It's not like Mahiru did nothing to him. She did something. He is simply doing what his family has presumably raised him to do. Someone hurts his sister, he hurts them back. And that's exactly what Mahiru did. She may not have physically hurt her, but by covering up, that's just as bad. She is culpable in that murder. The police would view it as such, because she helped cover it up. She had evidence, she knew who the killer was, and she didn't say jack shit. Just be careful that he doesn't get rough with you.
Huh?
yep.
I guess this is where we part. I'll see you later, Hajime.
What?
Huh? Did you actually want her to stay? Nagito, you're acting like a jealous boyfriend right now. Actually? What do you mean?
Bye now.
Oh, let's go. I'll go on ahead to the beach house and wait there. Okay. And again, where are we going? This way. I'd rather go speak to Hiyoko. I think that'd be interesting, but oh well. I guess we'll go to the beach house. Second island, right? We might as well just keep going around this way. I mean, at least this is a chance to get our steps up, I guess. And I believe it was this way to the second island. Yep, there we go. And I think it's quicker to go this way. Yep. To the diner. Oh, hello there. It's been a while.
So you have appeared.
I was right. Huh?
What happened, sinner?
I already assumed you would come here.
Fine.
There is nothing you can hide from me, the supreme overlord who wields the 4 dark devas of destruction. Thus, I know everything. For instance, I know let's try that again. Thus, I know everything. For instance, I happen to know you fiends
I can see it!
were preoccupied with your infantile beach play.
Nature, the collective will of the world.
It matters not, for what I love is silence and solitude. That's right, that's it, that's precisely it. Huh. I see. So he wanted to be invited too. I'm not gonna lie, I do think that Kazuichi and Hajime should have invited Gundam. I think, like, if he's there, he's one of the least pervy people. Because he's just obsessed with his hamsters and the occult. So I think it genuinely would have looked better if the 3 of them had been there. Because yes, there would have been more of them, which might have been more threatening. But, like I said, Gundam is literally the least pervy character on this island. You know, they would have looked at Kazuichi, been like, oh, he's simping. Hajime don't know about him. Oh, and there's Gundam. Yeah, it's probably fine. Probably a coincidence. And I presume he's gonna be around here. Yeah, there you are.
Now then.
Let's try going inside.
My!
Nagito!
Whoa!
Whoa, why the hell are you here?
Hello there.
Why, hello there, Kazuichi. Thanks for going easy on me earlier. Thanks to you, I was able to walk away with just mild bruising. You clearly think like an ultimate.
What the heck?
Ah, this bastard! You two have arrived at a good... Again, I'm so sorry for all the tongue fumbles. I'm so sorry. It's just stiflingly hot. And I'm at that point where my throat is starting to go. I've reached that stage where my throat is like, please, no more. Oh, and I'm running out of water too. Shit. You two have arrived at a good time.
Big news!
Big news! I have discovered something very terrible. A terrible discovery?
Not only that. I believe it's nothing like Sonia's, but there's something I noticed too.
You too, Mikan? Yep, this is great. It looks like the investigation is reaching its boiling point. Okay, well, first things first, let's start off with Nagito. Hey, tell me what you know already. Didn't you find out whose footprints those were? Actually, how were you able to find that out? After listening to everyone's stories at the airport, I went to a certain place. Well, it's probably better to say I snuck in. To everyone's cottages. He stole their shoes. He just stole everyone's shoes. Everyone's cottages?
Yep.
I told Monokuma I needed access for the investigation, so he simply let me in. That bastard. bastard! He did something shady again. I mean, it's not shady. I mean, if you've got footprints, well, shoe prints, and everyone has different sizes, then personally, I think it's rather smart. Just we don't need to bother asking everyone. Just get everyone's shoes.
Now then.
But why did I do something like that? I'll explain my reasoning to you. Nagito squatted down near the entrance to the beach house and began to spread some papers he was holding.
See?
Come on, Hajime, take a look. So he didn't nick everyone's shoes, he just drew their shoes. After all, I went to the trouble of gathering all this. Those footprints. I see, so the reason you snuck inside everyone's cottages was...
Yep.
That's right, I wanted to get a sample of everybody's footprints. But unfortunately, Hiyoko wouldn't leave his cottage, so I couldn't complete it. Well, I guess it's no big deal. It seems obvious that the footprints belong to this person. Whose footprints are they?
Yep.
Hiyoko Saionji. Hiyoko's.
Well...
To be honest, the reason I summoned her to the airport was so I could lure her out of her cottage. She shut herself inside her cottage, remember? If she stayed in there, I couldn't sneak in.
Perhaps...
So I figured if I lured her out, she wouldn't be in a hurry to go back to her cottage. You're treating her like a small animal. I mean, she behaves like a small animal sometimes, so... But it was totally worth it. The footprint I collected there was smaller than anyone else's, and matched the footprints at the beach house. Yep, there's no mistake. These are Hiyoko's footprints. Footprints on the beach has been updated in your handbook. Check the Truth Bullets section to review it. Also, it's not like I was snooping around or anything, but I found something really interesting at her cottage. Something interesting?
See?
Yep, the gummy candy. I found a lot of these candies inside her room. That's... They're gummy candies that come in 4 different flavors. Strawberry, melon, grape, and orange. It looks like she got it from the supermarket. Apparently she really likes this brand of gummies. There should have been other gummy brands, but she only brought home a bunch of these. People are like that sometimes. There are people who only eat the same brand, even if it's just potato chips. What's wrong with that? Well, it's not clear if this relates to the incident, but I thought I should tell you just in case. Just in case. Coming from this guy, that means... It probably greatly relates to the incident. Gummy bag has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook.
Big news!
Listen, I have big news. Huge, huge news.
What's the big news?
See?
Remember that Sun Witch Esper Ito mask that was next to Mahiru's body?
Oh, the mask the killer used to hide their face? Nope, that is a red herring. I will put money on that. That is a red herring. It don't mean shit.
Listen!
No, that is not correct. That mask was not just used to hide their face.
Then what was it for?
Well?
Sparkling Justice.
Huh?
Sparkling Justice is a serial killer and self-professed ally of justice whose name makes mankind shudder. They wear a hero mask at all times. Supposedly they are a serial killer who only murders other criminals.
That is an order!
Do not look so disappointed, Hajime. You need to be surprised.
Hey,
This Sparkling Justice character. That's the serial killer you were talking about before, right? It's true that the mask we found is a hero mask, but...
wow!
It is a heroine mask, to be precise. Sun
witch Esper Ito is a pretty witch girl. See? A heroine. Anyway, so you're saying it's possible that this serial killer is the one who killed Mahiru? Which means there's a serial killer hiding among us? No, I disagree. Now that we know about, the full extent of Twilight Syndrome Murder Case, bearing in mind Pekka was with Hajime and Sonia when she was going off about sparkling justice, so I think that's probably where she got the idea. I'm still not sure why. I get the connection, I just don't know why she'd do that. Also, something I thought about was the magazine that Sonia was reading. It wasn't a Japanese magazine. It was written in another language. I don't know which, I don't think they specified, but it was a magazine from a different country. And yes, it was like an occult type magazine, but surely Sparkling Justice must come from the same country as that magazine. I don't know, to be honest, I haven't read Serial Killer Monthly. I don't even know if such a magazine exists, but often, unless it's a massive serial killer, like something that everyone knows, and Hajime, there we go. Hajime had heard of Genocide Jack, but he hadn't heard of Sparkling Justice. So clearly Sparkling Justice, they're probably big within their own country, but they're probably not big globally. As such, it doesn't make sense that if it's just a serial killer that is they're only popular within their own country, why would a foreign magazine be writing about them? It makes a lot more sense that this magazine is writing about someone who is operating in their own country. Pekko is Japanese. I'm pretty sure it's Pekko, so I think it's all a red herring. I think it's a massive red herring. Which means there's a serial killer hiding among us? I'm pretty sure I've seen a twist like this in some video game. This is stupid. Serial killer my ass. The killer just used it to cover their face.
That's weird.
But even so, they sure chose something that stands out. That might be true, but...
However,
although it's easy to write this off as foolish, it might be best if we exercise some caution. Sonia, can you tell me everything you know about this so-called Sparkling Justice?
as the light of justice shines upon my mask, I expose the hearts of malevolent evil.
The hell? Hajime, we had the same thought.
Justice complete. The center of justice that is pierced by justice. The lead star of justice that shines in the night sky.
The justice of justice. The justiest of... God, how many times can you say justice in a sentence?
That would be me. Sparkling justice!
I'm just gonna point out, if Pekko says this during the trial, if Pekko does try to claim the whole like, oh, I'm sparkling justice, again, I don't know why they do that. I have no idea why, but if Pekko starts spouting this shit, it's because you told her, Sonia. I just want to point that out. You are feeding her lines. What the heck was that?
Well?
That is Sparkling Justice's catchphrase.
What?
An unknown serial killer has a catchphrase? Yeah, an unknown serial killer. This is not a serial killer that is famous in Japan. They're famous in a different country.
Do you have a minute?
I read it in a magazine in the library. There has only ever been one person, a journalist, who has interviewed Sparkling Justice. The article was written in their name. There! Multiple. There's the confirmation. Sparkling Justice isn't Japanese and Pekko Pekkoyama is Japanese. The article was written in their native language, so I tried translating it.
However,
In the end, that journalist was punished by sparkling justice too. No good can come from getting involved with a serial killer. The serial killer might not want to hear that from you. This is all I know about sparkling justice. Thanks to the masks, nobody knows their true age or gender, making them a very mysterious individual. Hey, isn't that kind of a stretch? To say that there's a serial killer hiding in our group?
listen!
No, it does not mean they are in our group. It is possible the serial killer was lurking on this island all along before they decided to murder Mahiru.
Well,
That's probably not possible. But that is the only thing I can think of. I mean, no matter how much I think about it, I simply cannot believe it. That one of us is capable of committing such a horrible murder. No matter how much I think about it, I simply cannot believe it. Sonia. I do understand Sonia's feelings, but it's highly unlikely that there's a serial killer hiding on this island. Now I am just about out of time for this episode. In the next one, I presume we're going to get Mikan's autopsy, and then I think we may be onto the class trial. It feels like everything's wrapping up, so I'm excited. I'm very, very excited. But until then, please remember to like if you enjoyed, leave a comment below, and if you wanted to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. I've been Kallista. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.